This podcast is part of the Rodcast Podcast Network, the podcast network for fishermen.
Not really sure how to feel about it. Something in the way you move makes me feel like I can't live without you. Yeah, it takes me all the way. I want you role play. Role play. And we're back.
We're back after a hiatus.
Hiatus.
We went on sabbatical.
Role played us.
Oh yeah, okay.
Not really.
Yeah.
Not really.
I want you role play.
Yeah, that
Role
was
play.
the song we did. It's been 2 weeks for the listener since there was an episode, but it's actually been longer for us from when we recorded, because we recorded a few in advance of me going on my holidays to Sri Lanka.
It's been 84 years.
What's that from?
Titanic. Maybe it's 74
Oh,
years.
84.
That could be 84. No,
She was old.
She could. It was 84 because she's probably about 100. Because I think she's supposed to be 17 in the events of Titanic. Kate
Okay.
Winslet is, yeah.
Yeah. And she's 100 when she goes on the boat.
She's fucking mad old, isn't she?
Yeah.
And look, I think
Still-
she dies that night.
Still pretty horny though.
She is
Yeah. Isn't she kind of talking about...
getting it
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
In fairness, she does.
Having sex with Leonardo
She- and
DiCaprio.
look-
Sorry to be so crass. Straight out the gate after the hiatus.
Look, if I was thinking back to having sex with, a young, early 20s Leonardo DiCaprio and I was 101, I'd probably be horny as well.
Yeah. Well, we won't know until we get there.
And we think back
Yeah.
to that
we look-
lovely time we had
we had sex with the
20-year-old.
Leonardo DiCaprio. Yeah. Well, how have you been?
I've been good, man. Yeah, no, I've missed this. We've both been quite busy. I suppose you were.
It's not a competition.
Well, I was more busy.
Well,
If it was to be a competition, I'd be more busy.
I probably had more enriching experiences as a person. Travel broadens the mind, and I traveled pretty far. And where did you go?
Barcelona.
Okay, yeah. I suppose you
Yeah.
did do some travel.
I did travel.
How was Barcelona?
Barcelona.
Did you see the Bruisers?
The Bruisers. Of course I saw the Bruisers. We were so you may remember we were talking about the Bruisers. Simon met the Bruisers when we went to Primavera last year in Barcelona. And
Rocky start to my relationship with the Bruisers, I think it's fair to say.
Have you had any other, has there been any other, story in the saga of you and the Bruisers?
No, well, the saga all happened in Primavera, but it's very bad start when they essentially bounced me away from you. But when we met again on the third day in Primavera,
They were a lot nicer to you.
yeah.
Okay, good.
So it was a full circle.
They're good lads, and we did surprise one of them. We surprised Keane for his birthday, and he was happy to see us, and we had a nice time. But
That's cute.
Barcelona, I've been there loads of times. It wasn't. It was great to see the lads, but you went.
Barcelona.
It's great when you go over to places like that and you try out your, your Spanish and stuff.
Oh,
Hola,
with your tongue out like that.
hola, mucho gusto.
Yo necesito una pasaporte. Yo tengo una pasaporte.
Johnny, la gente está muy loca. What the fuck?
Who's Johnny?
You know the song?
Ronnie. Wow. Actually, that's more Portuguese.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. But come here, you travel slightly further than Barcelona. You went to?
Sri Lanka. New mic, by the way. Sorry, we haven't addressed that.
Yeah.
It's a new mic. It's a cute little.
It's a cute little thing. It's a cute little thing, but the sound is probably better off it.
Sound is probably better. I'm holding it far away from my face because it's quite sensitive to volume, but I'm getting used to it.
Yeah, do you like it?
I do like it. I think people can see more of my beautiful face now in the clips, which is exciting.
Small mic or big hands?
There's no, the way they say there's no small parts, only small actors. Well,
It's
there's
not
no
about-
small
sorry.
mics, only small actors. So
It's not about the size of the boat. It's about the motion in the actor.
the motion in the ocean, I would have liked more there.
But you just kept talking about actors.
Actors, yeah. Yeah.
That's why.
Well, I did some acting too in the weeks since we've been apart. I'm jumping ahead.
You are jumping ahead. I want you to go back.
I'll go back and we'll get there. I was in Sri Lanka for 2 weeks with my partner, Emer. We had a great time, except for the very first day, because on the very first day, you best believe that Daddy contracted a horrifying stomach bug. Daddy was in baddie shape.
Daddy
Not baddie as in like, ooh, I'm serving cunt at the club.
Yeah.
Baddie is in explosive diarrhea of the mouth and of the south for the whole night.
And it is South Asia as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I suppose.
And that's where the shit was coming from. Like,
yeah. Well,
the south of your body.
Yeah. If my body was Asia,
Sri Lanka would be.
Sri Lanka would probably be in the sort of general area of my bum. And that's, sorry to be so crass. But I did have quite bad diarrhea.
Right.
Yeah.
And so that affected your time in Sri Lanka.
It certainly affected the first night when I was deeply unwell, continually going to the toilet and having to compete because we were in Sigiriya, which is quite a rural area. You're like, oh yeah, you're never out of there.
I love Sigiriya.
We were in Sigiriya.
I remember I had diarrhea in Sigiriya.
Diarrhea. I started calling it because Sigiriya. I was like diarrhea.
Oh yeah,
which doesn't. It sort of works.
Well,
I wasn't doing my best work there, given my physical state.
You were distracted.
I was distracted, yeah. But it was gross because in the toilet there was. Sorry, I know I'm fixating. We don't have that long at the start to talk about stuff.
It was gross.
There was a frog, a spider, and a cockroach in the toilet, and which I basically had to share the toilet with them for the night.
A frog?
Yeah, a frog, and it was like spotted, so it was possibly a poisonous frog.
Jesus, imagine that thing nibbling at you.
Yeah, nibbling at your bum. Good thing I was able to spray it away with my explosive diarrhea. Sorry, gross again. Yeah, so that was.
Were you ever caught unawares? Like, were you ever out and about and you were struck by a?
Did I shit myself?
Did you shit yourself?
Yes.
You did.
Yeah, I did shit myself.
You did shit yourself. Yeah.
I was very unwell. I'm not ashamed to admit this, actually. I think people are too afraid to admit when, they poo themselves. And before this experience, I would have been too. Yeah. But I have never been
poo.
Would have been poo. Yeah. Blood have been poo. Okay. No, there was no... this is maybe getting too graphic. But yes, I did shit myself a couple of times because I had very little control over my stool because I had a horrible, horrible illness. And so that's my mission for 2026, to normalize shitting yourself, normalize sharding.
That will require you to shit yourself more.
Well, no, I'm not advocating for you to shit yourself, but I'm saying if it happens due to circumstances outside of your control, such as a terrible stomach bug, don't be afraid to be honest about it. Don't be afraid to tell people about it. Open up, normalize sharding.
Okay, well...
This could be the shard of something poo.
Very good, yeah.
So, yeah.
And I've always said that. Well, look,
I've talked way too much. We have a minute left. I'll rifle through. After that, had a great time. Stopped.
Were you able to redeem yourself later on?
I was able to redeem myself because I recovered, did some great safaris, saw kind of elephants, monkeys, crocodiles. Second week, we were on the beach, surfing. Shredding that gnar like only I can. That's a surfing term.
Was it good surf?
It actually was pretty good. We actually did a couple of days in a spot that is like renowned for its surfing, but it actually wasn't that good there. And it was a small beach. It was very overcrowded. But then the second place we went to was a massive beach and conditions weren't quite as good, but there was a lot of room. So you're able to really kind of stretch out and enjoy yourself.
Okay, well, I'm glad that the second week was a little bit better than the first week.
Yes, so am I. Yeah. No terrible stomach bugs that week.
Yeah.
And then came home and was right into filming, was on set filming something for the week.
Okay.
I can't say too much.
Can you actually not?
Guys.
You hear actors and you hear people like, keep your eyes peeled, big things coming, but I can't say anything.
I can't. I mean... Actually, maybe I can. No one ever told me. But I'm just going to assume... Okay, how about this? I can't say too much, but have you seen Have you seen Wicked?
Wickedly talented. Yeah, I have.
Have you seen Wicked for Good?
I have not seen Wicked for Good. I did not see it in the cinema, but I will see it when it comes out.
Well, let me tell you this. It's nothing like either of those things.
Okay.
So
it's a very different premise.
Very different. So they're not a good frame of reference. But
Okay. So think not like them.
have you seen The Dark Knight Rises?
Yes.
Okay, put that out of your mind because it's
nothing like
not
that
like
at
that
all.
at all.
Okay.
Really, at all.
So usually I would say the best thing to do would tell me a movie that it is like.
Jack Reacher?
Yeah, it's like that. Okay.
Not even a little bit.
Okay.
Not at all, really. But enough about me. Tell me about. We're pretty much out of time. But now that I filled you in mostly about my sharding situation and a little bit about the rest of my trip and the week of filming, tell me about you.
Tell me. Well, look, I started doing a play since.
Yes.
I'm part of a.
Anything like Jack Reacher, Wicked, or The Dark Knight Rises?
So Two Girls, One Cup.
Oh. Yeah, well, yeah, I suppose. Haven't seen that in a long time. I've actually never seen that.
That's kind of what your holiday was like.
Sort of, yeah. A little bit.
And I suppose it's the play I'm doing is nothing like that. I'm doing I can say what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Shadow of a Gunman, which is a Sean O'Casey play with a group called Driocht. And we travel around to parishes and clubs around Dublin and the kind of the adjacent counties, and we raise funds for the parishes and clubs that we put the performance on. And apparently we're one of the last remaining travelling play groups in Ireland. Oh. It's a cool thing. My dad's been involved for years, and I got my foot in the door last year, and it's my second year doing it, and I'm having a great time. It's a lot of fun. But sure, myself and yourself are no strangers to doing plays,
That is true. We like to play.
Work hard, play hard.
Work hard, play sharp. Shart hard.
Work hard, role play, shart.
Yeah.
All right.
Normalised sharding.
And on that note, welcome to episode 16 of Role Play with me, Ron Carrick.
And me, Simon Hennessy, the podcast where we play roles. That's what we do on this podcast. As well as normalising sharding, we play roles.
I was trying to explain what we do, and I suppose we do play roles.
Yeah.
And then later on, we'll roll a dice, and we'll play the roles that the dice rolls.
Yes. But we also, before doing that, we like to say a little word from the sponsors of our episode. We usually get a sponsor because we're successful guys. And as usual, we've got a sponsor. Crazy that it's always a new sponsor. I was just thinking we don't have a great retention record.
Well, no, it's not the retention. It's that we've so many people wanting to work with us that we want to give everyone an equal opportunity.
That's true. We don't like to play favourites.
No,
role play favourites.
Role play favourites. And I suppose this week we're hearing from these guys.
Yeah, so have a listen to our word from this week's sponsor. This podcast is sponsored by Blue.
We all know the colours red, brown, a sort of brownish red that's between those two. But the best one? Oh, it's blue.
Blue isn't just a great colour, it's also versatile. You've got light blue, dark blue, navy, and other ones as well as that in between. Blue dabba dee dabba to die for.
Use discount code BLUEPLAY100 for 100% off your next blue.
Thanks, Blue. Well, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Role Play. Today we've got a very special guest joining us. As I'm sure some of you have noticed, the weather has not been great the last couple of weeks. We've had Storm Chandra, yellow weather warnings all across the country. Most people are finding it miserable, but not everyone, and not my guest here today, because I am joined on the podcast by Bill Duckworth, who is a duck. Bill. Great to have you.
Thank you, Simon. Thank you for having me.
Yeah. Good to have you on. Because, as I've said, the weather, it's not great in most people's opinion. But you have a very different opinion. You happen to think that the weather at the moment is fantastic. Am I right in saying that?
Well, you said there that in most people's opinions, the weather hasn't been great, and I'd say that in most ducks' opinions, it is actually perfect. It has been absolutely fantastic. We've been lapping it up. You know, we've been on the pig's back or on the duck's back, and we've been, you know, swimming around in puddles, in rivers that have overflown and burst their banks, and ponds and such. Yeah, you're familiar.
Yeah.
So
with ducks.
Yeah.
No, I am. Yeah.
And what we find pleasant.
Yeah.
And well, the weather at the moment is certainly it's certainly right up our alley.
Yeah. Very much so. I'd say you're all having the time of your lives. You're having a lot of quack out there.
Yeah, it's been good quack, but it's you know, it's quite serious too. You know, a lot of people have been affected by it, Simon. So,
but not a lot of ducks. Although
all ducks have been affected by this. It has been amazing. Yeah.
Yes, in a positive way.
Yeah.
Okay, and I suppose what for you, Bill?
Yeah.
Bill Duckworth.
Yes.
What would be the best part about a period of time like this? You know, you've talked about how ducks love it, and they're really getting the most out of it. But why is that? What is it that makes weather that's terrible for humans just so ducking awesome?
Very good
for ducks.
So we would look outside here, right, and we would see that rainfall, the torrential rainfall, the flooding, the you know, it's just wet. You know, we would look at that and we would say that is a day for the ducks.
We'd have a gander out at it, and we'd say it's a day for the ducks.
Well, ducks famously don't get on with geese. So
sorry,
I don't know who is your researcher, but maybe just have a look for a new one, but have a duck for a new one, I would say. But no, it's what was your question?
It was something about why do you like the rain?
Why do I like it? Well, I tell you what, have you seen my feet?
Your feet?
My feet. My feet.
No.
My little duck feet.
Well, not yours. I've seen duck's feet, but I haven't seen yours specifically.
They're webbed. They're built for the water. We like swimming around in the water.
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen a duck's dick?
No, are you?
No, I won't show you, but it's like a corkscrew.
Okay.
It's quite interesting.
All right. I thought you were...
No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't show you.
Okay.
I wouldn't show you. But, yeah, what else? Like,
well, that was pretty much all my questions. I suppose we're going to have to wing it from here, Bill.
Well, look, I know you're taking the piss, and a lot of people take the piss out of me, and they think, well, he's a duck. Obviously, he's going to like this sort of weather. But, like, you know, humans are more important, and they are affected negatively by it. But I hear all this nonsense, and I say, water off a duck's back.
Okay.
It's no skin off my bill.
Yeah, that wasn't really... The first one was good, because that's a phrase, but no skin off my bill doesn't really work. Anyway, Bill Duckworth.
Yeah. What? If that is your real name. It is.
It's an unusual name for a duck.
Well, I have a bill. And I think ducks are worth it. So...
yeah.
And my ancestors did as well. That's why they call out Duckworth.
Right. Can you tell me a bit about your ancestors?
Well, my mother's name was Barbara Streisand.
Okay.
You probably wondering where does that come from? You've heard of a duck sauce?
Yeah, I
Barbara
knew that.
Streisand.
Yeah, I was trying to remember.
Barbara Streisand. That was my mother. My mother. Not the actress.
Okay, I wanted
a different lady.
Yeah, wanted to make sure.
But Meet the Fockers was just hilarious.
Good
we had
stuff.
a different version in the duck world. It was called Meet the Quackers. It was, but it was equally as funny.
Feet the duck, because we were talking about... No, forget about it. Sorry, that was less good.
Well, I tell you what, that's actually another issue that I did want to speak about today.
Okay, good.
It was what to feed us when you're down the pond, and it's not bread.
No, I've heard that.
No.
Yeah, people swanning around with their bread.
Ducks don't get on with swans either. We're going to live nearby, but
you'd think you would. You're in such close proximity to geese and swans, but you're telling me that you don't get on?
Whoa, duck.
Okay.
Sorry, there was like
there something?
There was something there.
Yeah, and you're getting me the duck.
Someone
for
threw
cover.
something.
Yeah. I don't know who. We're the only ones here, so I don't know who would have.
I just saw it.
Yeah.
So I said duck.
And I did. Well, very awkwardly. Duckwardly.
It's days like this when you want to just sit down and just play a game of duck, duck, goose.
I thought you don't like geese. Bill.
Yeah, well,
I thought-
notice who has to run around. It's the duck or the goose.
because
They're the worst.
you don't like them.
Yeah.
Okay, and that's why was the game made by ducks?
Why do you think people say silly goose? Because they're
I
so
suppose, yeah.
silly.
Yeah,
While ducks are so chill.
yeah. Black Swan.
Yeah.
That's one.
Good movie. Well,
Yeah.
we had a movie in the Duck World called Black Duck.
Okay,
Yeah.
was it the same?
With Natalie Duckman.
Right, and that kind of seems like one you wouldn't have to remake. I think it's close enough to, like, swans are they're not massively dissimilar from ducks.
Mm-hmm.
I hope that's okay for me to say.
It is.
I'm not trying to quack you, but attack.
That's offensive.
Sorry.
What's another movie that's in the Duck World?
Duck Soup, the Marx Brothers
Yeah.
from the 1930s.
Yep. There was a movie in 2021 with Leonardo DiCaprio and Jennifer Lawrence called Don't Duck Up.
Oh yeah. Duck Who's Talking. You know that with John Travolta?
I've never seen that, but I saw Duck Who's Talking Now,
Okay.
which was the sequel.
Also John Travolta, I think.
Probably.
Yeah. John Revolta. Because he's a bit gross sometimes.
Oh, that is gross.
Gross mischaracterization.
What's something else with ducks in them?
Something else with ducks in them. Your local Chinese. Ooh, sorry.
Well, that's another thing I wanted to
I'm
talk about today.
Peeking around the corner.
I never told
at something
you.
you
I
don't
never
like.
told you.
But Peking duck.
Peking duck. Yeah.
How do you feel about that? Because that must be pretty horrible. Seeing your kind get cooked,
ducked? Yeah.
and served, but it's pretty delicious. On the other hand, would you have any thoughts, Bill?
Well, in my mind, it's an aromatic disqualification.
Yeah,
Do you know that kind of way?
yeah, fair enough. You've pancaked my arguments.
Step bro, I'm duck.
And on that note,
Are we finished?
no, sorry, we've got 30 seconds.
We've got
left.
30 seconds left.
Okay. 30 ducks. Anything else in the world of ducks?
Duck my dick.
That's rude.
Duck my duck dick. Have you seen duck dick before? It's a corkscrew.
Yeah. So you mentioned earlier. Do you want to get it out in our last 10 seconds?
No, I don't.
Fair enough.
Well, Duck, this is what I'll say here.
Yeah.
Right?
To close us out, Bill Duckworth, who's been an illuminating guest on all things ducks. Your final word. What is it you'd like to say?
Duck off. Whack.
Fair enough. Well, he's been a quacking guest to have on the podcast. Bill Duckworth, a duck who likes wet weather. Thanks for listening, guys.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for coming on.
Other podcasts on the Rodcast Podcast Network include This Past Weekend Fishing, Call Herring Daddy, What Are You Carping On About? And the one you're listening to right now. Welcome back to Roleplay. Today we are joined by a man who has made a name for himself on social media with his pleas and his, I suppose, call-outs to a potential date, Denise. His name is Adrian, and he's from Cork. Adrian, thank you so much for joining me today on Roleplay.
Well, hello, Ryan. How are you?
I'm very, very good, Adrian from Cork. Thank you so much. And I suppose...
Adrian from Cork.
Yeah, Adrian.
Don't forget to let them know I'm from Cork because I am a proud Cork man.
I know you are, but that's why I put it in your introduction.
Good. And don't forget it from here on out.
So do I have to say it every time I say your name?
That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying, don't you forget it.
I won't forget it.
Good.
I know you're from Cork. But I
And
say
Adrian is my name. So, Adrian from Cork.
Cork, Adrian from Cork. Adrian from Cork. Okay, it's in there. It's in there now. Yeah, I was
Don't
just...
you forget it.
I won't forget it. I was going to say there that a lot of people would know you from your videos online where you would speak to your date, Denise.
Yes.
Now Denise, she'd be no stranger to dating. I know she's been dating a few. We actually had a guest on who had previously dated her, but for those who may not have been, exposed to your videos or wouldn't be familiar with your story, can you tell us a little bit about that? How did you get into the world of dating, and how did you kind of combine that with social media?
Well, yes, Ryan, of course. I will answer your
Cork.
question. Yeah, which is where I'm from.
And I won't forget it.
No, you won't. Because I'll probably remind you intermittently throughout the interview.
Good.
Yes. So, Ryan Carrick from Dublin, I believe.
I am from Dublin,
If I'm not mistaken.
Yep.
You asked me something about Denise.
I said, how did you get involved? How did you start dating, and how did you kind of combine that with the world of social media? And stuff?
Yeah.
Cork.
So I actually met Denise, would you believe, a long time ago. Right. Because we were actually originally classmates together in Irish college. Class of 2008. So imagine
where's that? Is that Connemara, is it?
Yes.
Gaeltacht?
Yeah.
Just name it. Give us a name. Lurgan, was it?
All
right, okay. How do you spell that?
I don't remember.
Okay, of course you don't.
Yeah. Few BHs in there.
For sure.
So,
few BHs.
Well, I don't know if I go that far.
Okay.
I met Denise there when we were students together in Irish college. So imagine my surprise many years later when she appeared on the apps as part of the dating pool. We matched, and I thought, wow, I remember her being a lovely girl, and I hope we get to go on a few nice dates, which we have. Now, you've referenced Denise's other partners, and originally this was a bit of a concern for her because she probably has had experiences with some men who aren't okay with the person they're seeing having multiple partners. But I wanted to set her mind at ease because that's actually something that I'm not only okay with, but something that I myself like to partake in. I too am a big believer in multiple partners, with a key difference. Because for Denise, it's more of a case of seeing lots of different people, at the same time, but separately. Whereas I like to have multiple partners all at the same moment. Denise, let me put it this way. Denise likes to have her starter, then her main, then her dessert. But I like to feast on all of those things at the same time.
Okay, I think so. You're saying that you like to have your partners at the same time, so engage in kind of polyamorous intimacies or whatever. Yeah, okay. So orgies, essentially. Is that what you're...
Cork G's,
if
you will.
Yeah.
Will you?
I will. Well, no, I won't, but I will.
You might.
I
never say never.
No, it probably wouldn't be for me, but I can understand. I can see the appeal. I can see the appeal, absolutely. And so is that initially what you were involved in, or was that something you kind of segued into by getting involved in dating, or how did you end up in your first orgy? Is my question, I suppose.
Well, it's a good question, Ryan. You see, I am a man who's always enjoyed a good hobby. Mm-hmm. I like to be part of clubs. Mm-hmm. And I suppose it was that sort of pathway that led me to it.
Okay, it was kind of a social thing.
It was sort of a social thing. Because I joined a variety of different clubs over the years. I work as a primary school teacher in Cork, but, our days end pretty early, so I have a lot of time in the afternoon and evenings to pursue my different hobbies and interests. So, for example, I might go to my badminton club of a Thursday, my film club of a Tuesday, and my photography club of a Wednesday. But eventually I was introduced by mutual friends to another club that I actually go to several times a week and I really enjoy, and that is my sex club.
Right. Oh, so you are part of an organised group of people that engage in this sort of activity. It's an
Yes.
interesting primary school teacher is an interesting job, I suppose. To have no judgment, but I just find it's an interesting coupling. I suppose so. That would be your biggest hobby outside of dating, as such.
Oh,
Would be the sex club.
very much so. And, whilst I like my other clubs, such as previously mentioned, badminton, film, and photography, let me tell you, in my sex club, I shuttle a lot of cocks. And in my sex club, it's very much an ensemble cast. And in my sex club, well, they say a picture paints 1,000 words, but an orgy paints 1,000,000 orgasms. Corkgasms.
Okay, I can see you had that prepared.
Yes. I'm something of an ambassador for the sex club, so I'm always...
And Cork.
Yeah.
And Cork.
I'm always kind of trying to entice new members. We're always open to...
I
You
can
have
feel that energy.
You have a sparkle in your eye, Yee! Which tells me that you would enjoy that kind of thing. So, the offer is there.
Well, look, don't knock it till you try it.
Exactly.
But
Although I wouldn't be as much of a fan of knock as I would be of Cork. Yeah.
yeah. So maybe I don't know. What's the name of the sex club?
We don't have a name, actually.
It's just Sex Club.
Yeah.
Sex Club 7.
That's not bad. Maybe we'll
Okay.
introduce it. You're already proving a valuable member.
All right. Well, I suppose I might just, for the sake of the listeners, I might maybe pivot to something else you love and have told us that you love, and that is Cork. Can you tell me what is your favourite thing about Cork, Adrian from Cork?
Well, that depends. Ryan from Dublin.
Mm-hmm.
What type of Cork you're asking me about? Because if it's the county, there's many things. I love the city, the architecture, the culture. I love West Cork, the beautiful scenery, Rosscarbery,
Skibbereen.
Skull, Baltimore, Skibbereen. So Cork, the place, there's many things I love. But if it's Cork, the little item, I like putting it in my bum.
Yeah,
You know that a Cork you'd get in a wine muddle?
yeah, I would.
Sometimes in the sex club, people will bring a few bottles of wine, and once we're finished the wine, we'll start playing around with whatever's there, including the cork, and we'll put the corks in our bums.
Yeah, I suppose that is things that might happen at a sex club.
Which you might
But
find out.
I did mean the county. I did mean the county.
Oh, okay. Well, then the sort of things that I said is sort of skibbereen or whatever.
Why would I have meant Cork, the thing that's in a wine bottle?
Yeah, as I stop and think about it now, I see in hindsight it's more likely you were asking about the place.
I feel like you just wanted to tell me that you stick Cork up your arse.
It came up organically. Corkgasmically. Orgasmically, yeah.
Okay. Well, look, Adrian from Cork, thank you so much for joining me and for chatting about your hobbies in Cork and dating and stuff. We wish you the best, and I probably will see you down in that sex club at some stage.
Delighted to hear it.
Have the bottles of wine ready.
I certainly will. Thank you, Ryan, and to you and to the listener, I'll say, for now, bye!
Well, shout out to Adrian and shout out to Bill Duckworth.
Two legends of the game.
And two characters that had the same amount of preparation.
Yeah, equally thought out in advance,
Yeah.
I think, is always... Which is impressive because Adrian is a character who has appeared a lot before, so there was a lot to draw on.
Yeah.
A kind of an existing framework, but so impressive that Bill Duckworth, a
brand new
original
character.
role, could have so much mapped out.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it was impressive. And
God, we could have done 30-minute interview.
the layers to it as well. He liked the bad weather.
Yeah.
His mom was Barbara Streisand.
Yeah, that was good.
And then also they have movies in the Duck World.
Yeah. A lot of which are actually movies that are like already
Exists.
things that are like pretty close to ducks anyway, like black swan.
Yeah.
But it's interesting. It's good to get that insight into the world of ducks.
One joke that could have been made could have been about that band Geese.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Bill wouldn't have liked that though. He doesn't like geese.
No, he hates geese.
Yeah.
He's more of a Fontaines man.
The DC duck
cock.
Yeah.
Have you seen the
corkscrew cock? Yeah.
Well, now it's time to roll a fucking dice and play the rolls on the corresponding number.
It is. You know, guys, you may have forgotten how this works given that it's been a couple of weeks since we put out an episode, so let's refresh your memories. We take 6 sketch scenarios that have been sent to us
By the beautiful listeners.
by the beautiful listeners.
And viewers.
Yeah, and the ugly ones. No shame.
Which
Nothing.
don't exist because you are all beautiful
Yeah.
and lovely and so sexy.
Okay, well, relax.
Sorry.
We take those 6 sketch scenarios, we apply them to the numbers 1 to 6, we roll a dice, and then...
I'll finish this. And then we roll the dice.
Already done that?
And then whatever we land on, that is the scenario that we act out. We play those roles for you, our fans, our many, many fans.
Okay, just go easy on
I
them.
love you.
All right? Let's roll the dice. Are you...
Okay,
You're rolling the dice today.
Here we go.
6.
Got a 6.
Number 6. What is 6?
6. Grace sent in number 6,
Thank you, Grace.
and it is
If actors on actors was Yup Bros on Yup Bros.
Oh yeah.
Okay, I see.
I get it. So Yup Bros are, I suppose, a group of people in Irish society.
Yeah.
Um,
Can you give us any more detail than that? Or
they are a group of lads that say yup
Yup.
all the time. Yeah.
North
yup.
Face.
North Face,
Scooters.
Montrex, e-scooters, just young fellas. I used to be a bit of a Yup Bro back in the day. That is true. I don't know if we were called Yup Bros. We were kind of called maybe Red Hots or Skangers.
Well, as I mean, I don't want to say I don't believe you, but as established, you are the posh man's hard man.
Yeah.
So and Yup Bros they're pretty hard. So I don't know.
I get on with Yup Bros.
Yeah, but to them, you're very posh.
100%. Agreed. Yeah, so I am the posh man's hard man.
Yeah.
And you'd be the posh man's posh man?
Posh man. Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I do like that, what would you call that? Like a chart?
Yeah. There's like quadrants.
Yeah, quadrants.
So posh,
I do
posh hard.
I would love to dive into that a bit more and maybe...
Who's the hard man's hard man?
Yeah.
That's what we... Conor McGregor?
Ooh. No,
No, we need a good one. We need to find a good one.
I want to, maybe we'll take that as a project and we'll actually plot people that we know and famous people. And
On the posh, hard matrix.
Yeah, because it is a real thing.
Mm-hmm.
And for now, I'm the posh man's hard man, and we're going to do, if actors on actors was Yup Bros on Yup Bros. Also, actors on actors is a format where 2 actors sit and talk about their work.
Yeah, in
is that right?
quite a poncy way,
Yeah,
I would say.
So this is great, Grace. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace. Thank you, everybody. And get ready for this.
Yeah, boys.
Oh, blow.
Ouch, right, yeah.
Yeah, what a fucking honor. Be sitting here with one of my long-time idols who I have so much respect for, Leonard Blau, DiCaprio Blau. Yup, Leonard Blau.
Yup, bro. Honestly, yeah, no, it means a lot that you said that, yeah, because I've been following your work for years, bro. When people hear the name Bruce Gordon Levy,
That's mine, that.
that's your name, bro.
Yeah.
And like that fucking, like, you stand on business, bro. Like that demands respect, bro.
Real talk.
Yeah, outright, bro.
Real shit.
Yeah. And man, it's just it's an absolute pleasure, bro, to be sitting across me. Yes, bro. Hear that?
That's so inspiring to hear that you would consider my work in the field to be something worthy of your respect, because coming into my career as a young bloke, you are someone who really was a kind of pioneered a lot of the practices. Yeah.
Outright, bro.
It's outright.
Bro, I fucking seen you, yeah. I seen you on the fucking back wheel, rallying down the blading road there. Yeah. And I says, that fella's gonna go far, yeah. Do you remember that time you
Bro.
you were on the back wheel for about, say, about 100 metres? Yeah. That was unreal, bro.
Oh, man.
No, that was tops, bro. No, here. Credit where credit's due, bro, yeah?
Man,
that was unreal.
Thank you. That's so good to hear.
Yeah.
You know, but, I have to say so much of that. I think your generation really just paved the way. I mean, we remember...
I'm older than you.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, Leonardo, bro, DiCaprio, bro, everybody knows. Everybody bros.
He's old. He's slightly older than bros of God. Leave it, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Well, fair.
Yeah, but, I remember...
Bro.
Bro, I remember coming into this.
Yep.
I think you would have been the first one rocking that black North Face.
Yeah.
And that, when I saw you wearing that on the red carpet, I thought to myself, yeah, that's how it's done. You know what I mean?
Nah, but seriously, bro, yeah, now, I know that we wear the exact same clothes now,
Yeah.
but what is your favourite activewear? Tell me that now. What is your favourite activewear?
Yeah, put me on the spot, bro.
Yes, bro. Fucking this fella going green and all. No, seriously, though. What is your favourite activewear?
North Face.
Yeah. It is top, bro.
It has to
It's
be.
reliable. It's
The quality.
Can't go wrong. Quality.
The quality to it.
Quality, bro, yeah.
And
Monterey.
Monterey.
Underrated, bro.
Yeah. You put me on the spot there. So I'm gonna put you on the spot
Yeah.
if you don't mind.
Bro, throw me at him, bro. I dodge at him, bro. Or catch him in my mouth.
I know.
Like that.
Yeah, alright. Like, okay. Sort of like a dog.
Yeah, row.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm not that bleeding telling you there.
Yeah. Okay.
That'll do it.
Yeah.
Alright?
Alright.
Go.
Yeah. So
Can you know what I'm saying here, bro, yeah?
sort of, yeah. Kind of.
Alright.
I'm gonna ask you something because, you put me on the spot, I'm gonna put you on the spot, but also because I have to take this opportunity to pick your brain. I don't know if I'm getting an opportunity to learn from a master like this again. If you had to get around town on a sort of a mode of transport,
Yeah, bro.
and perhaps one that you might even squeeze on one of your mates, even though it's sort of only designed to have one passenger / operator at any time, what would that be?
Is this yes, bro. Is this thing incredibly dangerous, is it?
I mean, it's up to you, but I am thinking the more dangerous the better.
Bro, you know I'm jumping on that scooter and fucking rallying the thing around. You're up over. No, seriously, outside.
Right.
Get off him. Get off me, mate.
Get into it.
Alright.
Get out.
Nah, outside now. Fucking scooter bombing down bombing down the road and possibly ending up in,
Serious
trouble, bro.
Yeah.
Serious. And fucking dust the guy. The guy that actually thinking, fucking, I'm gonna catch this.
Fuck, that was good.
Fucking once you're on that blading thing,
That's... Get out of here. Yeah.
But now, seriously, bro, I do want to talk.
Sounds.
I want to talk about a project you were part of there recently, bro, and
Yeah.
I was blown away by it. You were in that recent movie, Marty You Prime.
Yeah.
Yeah,
bro.
Tell me about that, bro. What was that like working with Josh Ratsky? Yeah.
Well, he was a bit of a guard of rat.
Yeah.
So that wasn't so good.
Yeah, fucking guard of rats. Snitches.
Look.
Snitches get stitches.
Snitches get stitches. I had a bit of a problem on set, I'm not going to lie, with Josh Gardo Ratsty, but I was a huge fan of me co-star Timothy North Face.
Timothy Shatner face?
No, Timothy North Face.
You shall not face as a good pal Gandalf.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say Radstolf again, but he was
played by Ian McFella.
Yeah. Well, look, that was a great...
He also played Magneto, bro, in the X-Men movies.
Bro, he did.
Yeah.
That was pretty good. But listen, enough about...
That was pretty good.
That was pretty good. But I want to talk about your movie, Leonardo DiCaprio, bro.
Which one,
it
bro?
came out a few years ago,
Yeah,
but it was still pretty deadly.
What?
Don't Look Up.
Yeah, bro. You know, that was decent, bro. You had Jennifer Lawrence
Oh, alright, yeah.
in that movie.
I
as
thought
well.
it was going to be something like...
And she's a cracker, boys. Yeah,
Oh, stop.
she's
Stop.
a fucking cracker. Looks sale, is it?
Yeah.
Unreal.
You upset.
Yeah, no, that was a good movie.
You upset.
But I much preferred the movie there recently that you did as well. I don't know how you did them. You did them
Done
back
a
to
lot of
back.
movies, yeah.
But you did a lot of movies there recently, bro. And you did 28 Yups Later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Bro Temple.
The Bro Temple,
Yeah.
yeah. Which is a sequel to 28 Yups Later.
Yeah.
They were great films.
Yeah. Rafe Fiennes, many people thought, but it was actually Face.
No, it was Ray Fiennes, but Fiennes spelled F-I-N-E-S because he kept getting fined for
Fiennes
getting
from
on the scooter and bombing on the gaff,
from the
bombing on the
fucking
road or
girls.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dead right. Nah, it was pretty good, yeah. But enough about that. I want to talk about your fucking movie. Great movie. The Yuppie Christmas Carol.
The Yuppets Christmas Carol.
The
Yuppets Christmas Carol, yeah, with
Yeah.
Michael Caine.
Yeah.
Michael Cocaine. Yeah. Get up, oh man, the Patsy fella, the fucking Patsy fella.
Cormac the Rat.
And don't get me started on the absolute Pixar classic.
Yeah.
A movie that you were in years ago, bro.
I think I know.
Yeah.
What
It
you
involves a
talking about.
little gaff, load of balloons, little old man.
Little fella.
Little fella in the scouts and all, load of dogs in Peru or something.
Yeah, floating away.
Yeah, what are we talking about? You know what it is. It's
Yup.
great movie, bro.
So good.
Classic. So you've been in some good movies, bro.
I played the house in Yup.
You robbed that gaff, you did.
I robbed it, yeah. I robbed myself because I was playing the house and I robbed myself, yeah.
I wasn't in that movie. I wasn't asked.
That's crazy.
All right, bro.
You
It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you, bro.
You too, bro. Great. If there was one Yup bro, I could appear alongside on Yup Bros. I wanted it to be
Same bro.
Leonardo DiCaprio, bro.
Well, your name is Bros of Gordon. Leave it out, bro. Out right.
Yeah, we have added a few bits at the end there, but
Well, that's your full name.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, no, it's a pleasure, bro. Thanks a million.
yeah, keep it real.
Yeah.
You're straight. Yeah, there, that's vapes.
Yup.
Yup.
I said. That was Yup Bros on Yup Bros doing actors and actors. Do you get that? Do you see
Sort of you have to be familiar with both of those things.
Yeah.
Which I imagine some of you are.
Some of you are. I wonder
Grace is.
Yeah, Grace is. Thanks, Grace.
Yeah.
I wonder what the Venn diagram would be of Yup Bros and actors and the notoriety around those two things.
Well, we're going to research that and have the answers for next week. But for now,
That's a guarantee.
For now, we're going to let you go. It's great to be back, you guys. Thank you so much for listening. And please keep sending us your ideas at the Roleplay Pod on Instagram or the roleplaypod at gmail.com. And we just might put them on our dice.
It happens. Like, it literally happens. Like,
Yeah, every week.
We have a dice to put your suggestions on.
Yeah.
So please send it on.
Guys, I have been Simon Hennessy, Adrian from Cork, and Broseph Gordon. Leave it out.
Yeah. Yeah. And I've been Ryan Carrick, and I've also been Bill Duckworth. And then I was Leonardo DiCaprio.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's great.
I think that's great too. And I think you guys are great. And we'll see you next week.
Bye.